the Author, a show about inspiring stories and conversations by creatives and all forms of art, music, movies, visual art, authors, creative writing, poetry, dance, culinary art, among others. Brought to you by the multi-award-winning author, life coach, and poet, Richard Mwebesa.
Auntie is one who told me, Auntie, you have a prococa, eh? You are now spoiled. You are now what? So that is the truth. And so when I tell you about deeper healing, like I said, the truth is I hadn't put that in the book. That one will be God as God allows me on which when I should write about that. But I never, that other part, I never put those details there. So for this particular book, as you see that, when I told you that everything is like it's under siege.
Yes.
I want you to understand when I say under siege.
Wow.
In fact, the breakdown is your beginning of your freedom. When people think it is your end, that is when God is beginning to do his work.
Wow.
His great work of setting you free. And I'll relate it to...
So how does your deliverance come?
My deliverance, to be honest, it's been a journey.
Or before you go to the deliverance, you said you related to how do you construct the relations to what you're going through vis-a-vis the experiences that you met in the past. Because you talked about something important, which is patterns. And patterns, I always say on this show as the author, that patterns construct repetition. And repetition yields familiarity, because something that is repeated over and over becomes familiar. And because it's familiar, there's a way the mind accepts it as part of you.
Okay, so when you say patterns, let me first explain that pattern, which I noticed that before I would break down, I would get a certain instruction, and then I would implement that instruction, and then I would have a breakdown. So the first time it happened, I'm somebody, because I had treated hair, like straight palm before, but now I'm doing the natural look. But I used to always go to the salon for my hair. But this particular time I get an instruction, and it would happen at midnight.
What do you mean by instruction?
I would hear voices. And they would be audible. Hey, my dear. Now that instruction would say, the voice would tell me, go under the tap, wash your hair. But let the tap run as you're washing the hair. And as soon as I would finish washing the hair, I would lose it.
When you
And the next time it happened, same thing, because I had 2 major breakdowns. Same thing. I got that instruction. I put my head under a running tap, washing, and as soon as that happened.
So was it not like a portal you were opening for this?
Those like marine spirits.
Yes, altars.
Yes. But now, like also maybe something, because I didn't want to go in that side. Some people don't understand those things, Richard. So but anyway, let me try to explain the simplest way I can. Now, the issue is that somebody normally has something of yours and has placed it at a voodoo altar, an evil altar. So they manipulate you, and then you begin to hear that. But I also know that some of the things, because some are foundational, but also some things are cultures you have come into contact with, which have opened you up to defilement. And some of those is what I gave the example of going to graves, digging around, and being given a meal.
Giving access to the devil.
The enemy gets access.
Yes, because of things you do that you think are cultural.
And for you think it's a cultural thing, and you think it's okay because everyone else is doing it. So these things open you up, and they give the enemy legal right. So your mind is arrested on that graveyard altar.
I hear you. Wow. So your deliverance journey.
My
As you're
deliverance
writing-
journey as I'm writing, because I'll be honest, some of it I've received after writing the book. So I'm going to give a specific example, and that is in Leviticus. I want to be sure it must be Leviticus 18, which talks about the scapegoat, right?
Yes.
So I remember God, that's how God talked to me about the ampako. That's how I had to do away with the ampako. Then God also talked to me about a scapegoat. You know, you get certain challenges in life because people feel you don't deserve a good life.
Yes.
And you're wondering why you're always the target. But it's because of a dedication that was made over you as the scapegoat of the family.
Wow.
So that everybody who needs to move forward, they strip themselves of their curses, and you are the scapegoat, which they push in the wilderness.
Wow.
And this is biblical fact.
Yeah, it is.
Because even before Jesus coming and shedding his blood for us, this is what people would do. They would, the priests under the direction of God, that's what they would do, pray over this, to put all the curses of Israel on that goat. That was my life.
Cast it out.
That was my life.
Wow.
So I would be in the wilderness. I would see dreams when I'm in strange places. And yes, and actually one major breakdown, and I remember after that breakdown, I told God, never again. I told God, now it is me and you. You'll have to heal me. Because I told God, this can't be my life. So I remember that particular breakdown. It is shocking. A dream I never wrote, but I remember it like it happened yesterday. I remember dreaming when somebody close to me was kneeling at a grave. It was a white grave. So I guess God was preparing me, showing me that I'm actually going to expose this to you at the appointed time. And it's going to be out in the open if no one will deny. So this person was kneeling at a grave. And at that grave, it is like I had died. And that's where I had been buried. But this person who was kneeling at that grave had taken everything of mine. Wow. Everything, literally. My children, my marriage, my money, my destiny, everything. She had done a switch. So when God showed me that dream, the grave burst open. But before that dream happened, because now the thing bursting open was after the breakdown, he gives me another dream. In that dream, I was, what I remember correctly about this particular dream before the breakdown, God showed me crosses. The mockery, the devil had made the mockery of Calvary. It's so interesting that we are doing this before Easter. Perfect. I know God is in it. So there were 3 crosses, but they were inverted crosses.
No.
Right?
No.
And then the place
Inverted
was dark.
Crosses,
yes, the place was
dark.
Symbols. Exactly. And then the place was dark. And then God showed me like many chicken had been slaughtered and they were dead. I was seeing them. And in that dream, okay, now I'm good with Luganda, but that time really my Luganda was 0. So in that dream, I started to pray against that altar, canceling the blood sacrifice that had been made. And I was speaking in Luganda in that dream. Guess what? Then I get out of the dream. I never shared this dream with anyone. It was hardly a week. I lost my mind. Hardly a week. I lost my mind. I was a mother to a 4-month-old baby.
Wow.
It was crazy. It's at midnight, at the stroke of midnight, I started to stamp my feet. To the extent to this day, my children, especially my first child, tells me, "Mommy," like if I'm excited and she doesn't want that. She tells me, "Mommy, please don't stamp your feet. I have bad memories."
Yeah, I know.
And I understand.
Wow.
And I understand because she says, before you broke down, you stamped your feet and then you lost it. So, because for me, I was feeling like I'm stepping on serpents. And actually, in that state I was stamping, I felt I'm stamping, I'm trampling on serpents. And I was feeling like they are bleeding and all that. That was in my mind. And I'll never forget that day, because it was so intense. I even saw, you know how movies can be, the horror movies? I actually saw smoke seep through the bedroom door, and the attack intensified.
Wow.
So
is that also in the book?
That part I didn't tell in the book, because I realized at that point in time the audience wasn't ready for it.
Okay.
But I said a little bit about some of the things and the challenges that I faced in my childhood and part of my marriage. They are in the book, and the dynamics of polygamy.
Deliverance.
So my deliverance.
How does God pull you out of
How
that
does
pit?
God pull me out of that pit? I have made it a habit to always have my special time with God. And sometimes some people think I'm overboard. But when you know how deep the matter you're dealing with concerning your life is, there's no time in God's presence that is wasted. So my deliverance has also come through the writing of the books, because I will talk about the second book, how that has worked out. Like God would show me different seasons of different women in the Bible. And he would tell me, you are not going to stay there. Your story has to be different. And I'll give simple examples of some of the women who will least talk about even in the church space. You'll even tell me, I'm sure also you, Richard, you haven't yet preached about some of these women.
I'm watching here.
So I'll give an example of Leah. I know some people might have, but Leah was an unloved wife. And she was so unloved that even God saw it. And even made sure he opened her womb. So now, through her story, God was healing my wounds of being neglected and abandoned. And how was he healing my wounds? He was telling me, take your eyes off people. It doesn't matter how close they are to you. Remove your eyes from the people. It is me who vindicates you. It's me who validates you. So God was showing me that in his arms, he's the God of more than enough. You know? And in his arms, I no longer have to clamber or be desperate for attention or for love, because I'm already God's beloved. You understand? Then I'll give the example. So when I talk to the women through such stories, because I know there are women going through those moments as well. So I'll talk about Tamar. And Tamar, I'm going to talk about the two Tamars. Because the first Tamar loses husbands, right? Two of them. And she's promised the other brother, they never bring that brother.
Then,
so for her, she plays her game and gets...
Jacob.
Judah gets her pregnant. Her father-in-law. Yes,
her
father-in-law. So she gets...
Seriously?
Yes, because she pretended to be someone he didn't know. So anyhow, so when she finally gets those babies, gets pregnant, the important thing that woman, her story, what I learned from it, one of her twins was called Perez. And Perez was not even going to be born first. But kind of, the first one had come out, but then went back in, and then Perez came through. So my life has been that kind of life, where I must break forth. I must break forth. It has not been a life where things come easy. I have to have stamina in Christ. I have to be consistent and dwell in his presence. I have to not give up. And one simple word I can call it tenacity. There's a time I had to thank God for that. Thank you for giving me tenacity. I'm the kind of woman, before good things happen, I'm not the kind you just push. I push until I see God's glory. So now that is Tamar's life. Because Tamar also, the situations of life had clothed her in a widow's garments. So she was a woman who was also labeled. I mean, I've been there, so I know where you are labeled. I'm not saying I'm a widow, I'm not, but she was labeled.
It's the experiences.
Yes,
She
experiences.
went through that you related
So
and
yes,
about,
and but then also she got tired and said, no, I'm done with these garments. She would never have had those babies. Fine, maybe she got them the wrong way, but she was done with the deception. And what I like about her story, that's why it's important for us to read the Bible. Her story, today in deliverance, people would have judged her that she's bewitched. No, she's cursed because she lost two husbands.
Two husbands, yes.
But when you read the word, it's actually her men who had issues. They were wicked men, and God eliminated them. Yeah. So now, when I talk about the second Tamar, as a child, I went through abuse, which abuse I've also not talked about in the book. And I feel God hasn't yet prepared me to tell the public the detail of that abuse yet. But I'll talk about Tamar now, because Tamar was raped by her brother.
David's.
Yes.
You are both David's children.
Yes. And now after being raped, this is a woman who went to another brother's home. They describe her as a desolate woman, a woman who never got married, never even got children. So basically she was a write-off because of something that happened to her, not because she wanted. And many times as women, there are things which happen to us, not because you signed up for it, but it happened. And so because it happened, no one thinks that you are worthy to stand before kings. No one thinks that you are worthy to be a voice to nations.
Wow.
So they will clothe you on ancestral altars to keep you in desolation, to keep you in despair. So breaking out is important. Don't remain there. Seek help. Now, for me, I'm somebody who has sought help. My Apostle Michael Chimuli is aware. I go, I pray with my pastor. I am part of church, so you talk about the deliverance. I'm part of church activities, women's ministry. I'm a worshiper, and even being a worshiper, God spoke to me specifically. Because when I became a worshiper, I remember, because when you've been through a lot of abuse, you fear to show up.
Yeah. Your esteem is shattered.
Yeah, you are like, because for me, I always tell people, I'm like, sometimes I tell people, I'm both. I'm an introvert and I'm an extrovert. Because when someone meets me the first time, they think, Angela is an extrovert. But there are my moments when I'm like an introvert. So I will watch and see. I do not thrive in spaces. If I'm to attend church, I can't manage, especially if I'm to serve in that church. I don't handle big numbers. Those people, when they are crowds, where it takes you like half a year to see your pastor, I can't manage that space. So God helped me, and I joined Christian Discipleship Ministries International. It's really a small church, small home church. It's homely, family values, and I felt seen. But even then, it took me time to participate. Because I would come as a regular church goer, watch, but sit back. But God spoke to me again, gently, and He told me, I want you to start worshiping.
Okay, so that is your second book?
The worshiping started even before the second book. But for the second book, I've specifically written it for women.
Okay, that's where the stories are of the women?
Yes.
The poetry book?
Yes. It's a devotion.
It's a devotion. Okay, what's the title?
Arise and Shine, Balm for the Mind.
This is the award-winning?
Yes, it's the award-winning book. As you see, the award is right there.
Okay, so what award did it win?
It won the Best Book Cover Design 2024. Okay. A cover.
Well, our audience may need to see it. The design, what's special about the design?
What's special about the design? Okay, now, what's special about this design? I was inspired by the sun. Wow. But I was inspired by the sun in terms of the sunflower. The sunflower, okay. And because I love writing for the African woman, because I don't want Africa to think that mental health challenges are a white issue. And I don't want them to think that it is trivial. So I said, what's better way to speak to an African woman than put an African woman's face? Yeah. So that is the inspiration. And butterflies. Butterflies are a sign of hope, a sign of life, a sign of new beginnings. And then the issue of balm for the mind is, for the mind to get the healing it deserves.
Wow.
Yeah. So these stories here, I put links, some of the links of my YouTube channel. I share more details. I give people questions as well for you to look back in your own situation. Where are you at as a woman? And look at these women in the Bible. Even those who didn't rise up, don't stay down. Arise. So for me, my winning formula is I ensure that I remain in the church space because the truth is what I deal with, I cannot handle it outside living in righteousness. I ensure that I mix with people who will speak life over me because I'm done with people who are cursing me. And also I ensure that I become my own prophet. I speak life over myself. Even in my own bedroom, I will speak life over myself. So my process of deliverance has been a process of accepting that I have faced pain. Accepting I have been wounded. But saying I can't remain there.
Wow.
I'm going to arise and shine.
Yes. And one other thing you mentioned earlier, which is important, not just about the books only, is later you developed the Ketura
Mental Health
Awards. So what are the Mental Health Awards all about?
Okay, now the Mental Health Awards specifically, they are about bringing the mental health matters in the spotlight. Because the truth is mental health issues, especially in our African society, we push under our carpets. We don't want. In fact, for me, some people reach out to me sometimes, and then I think after a while they are feeling maybe I'm a name, maybe I'm what, then they go silent because they feel, man, this is it's below me. I can't deal like that. But now the Ketura Mental Health Awards bring the matters in the spotlight by us celebrating annually people who are change makers in community. And how we do this, we also send out a link to the public. The public nominates. We have a panel of judges, and they are credible. People in the mental health space, some of them are PhD holders. One of them is also a president of Uganda Counseling Association. So we get people in credible places to be part of this team. They do it voluntarily, and they choose the winners. And so that is a product which we do collaboratively with the Ministry of Health. Specific, I have to be specific, the Mental Health Department.
Of Ministry of Health.
Yes, of Ministry of Health, with Dr. Hafsa. She's really been supportive. She's been with us since the inception in 2022. Yeah, we have partners. We have had Vision Group on board. We have had Esther's Ventures, different people, Pop International, Divine Touch. Yeah, so we have had and Crown Beverages, the bottlers, those beverages, they really have done us well. So that is something, a program that was birthed from my first book. And of course, the inspiration, someone will ask, why Ketura? Ketura is, the meaning of Ketura is fragrance, aroma.
Aroma, okay.
Yes, a fragrance. You know the word also, I'm trying to also get the right
pronunciation. Angela, pronounce it the Ugandan way.
I don't want to pronounce what's Ugandan style.
Or international.
So anyway, that aroma. And for me, I'm thinking, what better way than give the awards a beautiful aroma? The meaning of the name. However, it is in legacy, the legacy of my sister, Ketura Lydia Kamgasa.
Oh yes, the New Vision.
Yes, she was the journalist,
columnist.
Yes,
for
fashion columnist.
Fashion and style.
Yes, and she was also once their education editor, also Sunday Vision editor, and the bride and groom editor.
I remember.
And just really to honor that legacy, because this is somebody who really stood by me in my darkest
So she was your
hours.
biological sister?
Yeah, we shared. Yes, we shared a dad.
Wow. Interesting.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. She was my best friend. She understood my dark moments. And so and she also understood other young women, because I remember she was the kind of person, you don't show up at work, she will call and will ask the young person, what's happening? I don't have transport. She would send people transport. She saw people before she saw their productivity.
Wow.
Because when you see the person, you'll be able to harness their abilities and potential.
Awesome. So apparently I learned that after her passing, she got a recognition. Is it a medal or an award, a national medal?
Yes, it was a national medal. It was posthumous. Basically, she was being appreciated for what she had done in terms of promoting.
By the president of Uganda and the nation of Uganda.
Yes, through the Ministry of Gender.
Okay.
And Social Development. So because it was actually the president who handed me the medal.
Okay. So you went there as her family representative?
Yes, family representative.
Wow.
And I got that award on her. Oh yeah.
What medal is it? What's the name of the medal?
I don't even remember the word they used, but thankfully they didn't use Naruvale. They didn't use that.
Angela.
They didn't use, but what I know, it's national. So I actually have, I didn't bring it, but I have it. But they say if it's not you who has won it, you wear it on your left
side. Okay.
Left side. That is the rule. But if it is you who has won it, you wear it on the right.
So she was recognized for her work.
For her work in promoting the cause of women.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is somebody who was very passionate about women, far away the young girls to get scholarships to be in school. She was on the board of Rehab. She was actually the board chair, Rehab Uganda. They rehabilitate women who have been trafficked, survivors of sexual violence and all that. So she was their chair by the time of her death. She was a board member of God Helps Uganda. So she was somebody who was passionate about the less privileged.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So I know in your other work as a journalist, you've also contributed to a number of other books, national books. What are those books about?
Okay, now this particular book, this one is the Mental Health Guide. This is the current one, the Mental Health Guide. And so for this one, we do it collaboratively. I could almost call it like a coffee book, right? Which has facts. I'll show you. It has facts. We have, at least one of my selling points for this is giving people contacts or specialists who are in the mental health space. So that when somebody, like, I mean, I can't beat everybody's need. I don't want everyone calling me. No. At least let's give you contacts. When you're in crisis, just reach out for these people. Yeah, to these people. And the good thing about this particularly is that they are also toll-free numbers. Because I know therapy is expensive. Some people are charging dollars. The lowest you will get per hour is 50,000. The lowest. So some people might need help and they don't have Uganda shillings.
Which is about how many dollars?
Not about, Kenya shillings.
About $13?
Yes.
They're about. Okay.
Yes. So some people might not be in a job. They can't even afford that money.
Yes.
Yeah. So of course we also talk about what we do here. And for this year, last year leading into this year, our theme has been fatherhood and mental health.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know your mental health awards have cross-bordered. They moved to South Africa. Was it this year or last year?
They moved last year, 2025.
Okay.
Yes. And what we did, we made sure we do the same theme. Because we realized we can't do international themes all the time. Because the truth is sometimes they are not relevant to our African situation.
Wow.
And we realized our men needs to step up.
Sure.
Yeah.
As we're coming up to the end of this discussion or engagement about your work, I know you've mentioned you've put the word out there. You're looking for partners, supporters, funders. to support the mental health awards, the Ketura Mental Health Awards,
Yes.
to come on board. And I know
Please.
what you're doing in the community. I want you to just share about your personal story and the things you do as a coach, yeah, to help people, counsel them, because you've gone through that experience. Is quite noble, giving back to community and society, and using, of course, your influence, being a journalist, to tell stories. Yes, that encourage others. So as we come to the end, what is one fact and one myth about mental health?
Okay, one fact. One fact is that mental health challenges can happen to anyone. Yeah, that is a fact. As long as you have a brain, you are vulnerable. Then the myth is, that you are cursed because you have had a mental health challenge. It is not true that you are cursed. God will give you the opportunity to actually understand who you really are. Many times the cycle happens because you are exposed to generational trauma. And as a human being, there are things we take in. And then later on, we act them out in our adult life because of what hit us in the past.
Science.
That is science.
Spiritual.
So now the myth, yes. So when I said the myth, you are not cursed.
Okay.
Because many people say you are cursed. No, you are not cursed.
So what I hear from you is that on mental health issues, there's both a science fact and there's also spiritual fact.
True, that is
yes,
very
either
true.
way. So ultimately, the whole aspect is God, and Jesus Christ is the ultimate deliverer.
He's the ultimate deliverer
on mental health
issues. But I don't want people to stop taking their medication.
Yes, but though there's a scientific intervention.
True.
Yes, I know. As the author, we have to be careful. The information we share out there, and then we provide and give to the public. So how much are the books as we wrap up?
The books.
You need to hold both of them.
Okay.
And tell
the
us.
Books. Now, this particular one, it's 50,000
Uganda shillings.
Uganda shillings.
$13.
I thank
USD.
you for emphasizing the Uganda shillings. The Kenyan might fear to.
Yes, to buy. Yes. So about $13.
Yes.
USD.
Yes. And then this one, it's 45,000.
Yes.
5,000 less.
Poetry.
Yeah. It's mainly, I would say,
devotion. Okay. Awesome. So where do they get the books?
So the books are available. This one is available on Amazon. It's
online?
Also online, and it's also available on Jumia of Uganda and Kenya. But it's also available in ourUganda bookshop.
Also at CLC.
And also
Literature Communication Kenya.
Yeah, there's also the Jumia of Kenya.
Jumia of Kenya and CLC of Kenya.
Yes.
Then this?
Now this one, currently, it is available with me. I haven't yet spread it out yet because I'm working on redoing the cover before I spread.
Why would you redo the cover? Because it's an award-winning cover.
Oh, I was told that the Arise and Shine, Arise should come.
Oh, going up.
Going up.
Okay.
And Shine. And then this badge, I was advised, because it's for a award winner, it should be at the front.
Okay.
So when I've implemented that, although anyone who wants to reach out, is it okay I give my number?
Yes. Give
my number is 075
+256. We have an international audience.
+256
yes
752 64 9942.
Your email?
My email, Angela Nsimbi, all of them lowercase, one word.
How do they spell Nsimbi?
NSIMBI @gmail.com.
Angela Nsimbi. Any double letters in
No. Angela is single L.
All single letters.
Yes.
Okay, Angela Nsimbi @gmail.com. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great pleasure having a very inspiring conversation with Angela Nsimbi, the author, the award winner, the coach, the counselor, the husband, the wife.
I was going to check myself.
No. The wife, the mother. That was a slip of the tongue. The mother. No. The wife, the mother, and of course, a mental health expert and the Ketura Mental Health Awards, a founder, proprietor, director, etc. Name it, mention it anytime. So if you want her work, by the way, she also didn't mention she does speaking engagements. You may have any subject, topic about mental health issues or writing or journalism, you can reach out to her and get her on board to give you support. Until we meet again, please subscribe, like, share this video. It may help someone who is out there and has questions about mental health or about writing or authorship. Until we meet again, I remain your host, Richard Mwebesa, the multi-award winning author, life coach, and poet. And yes, true story. Some people have been asking me, true, are you a pastor? Yes, I am a pastor washed by the blood of Christ, filled by the Spirit of God, and serving Him. Hallelujah. Amen. Until we meet again, bye-bye.